Small technical hiccup. Welcome back to another Warzone patch notes update video. Trying something a little different this time. Rather than wasting time editing, recording, uploading, processing, posting, we're going to come at you live and direct. Hopefully we don't make any errors, but it's going to be a short stream. We'll be streaming Warzone tonight to check out the new season. Hope you enjoy. Let's get into these patch notes. So, this monumental Warzone Season 3, things we like to see in a roadmap, Warzone having this huge section here. I mean, usually we see a lot of Vanguard, a lot of zombies. But today, I mean, we've had this roadmap for a while, but today we've got a pretty big section. Obviously the King Kong, Godzilla is a big theme, but there are also some significant weapon updates, which we'll get into. Let's go. Should we watch the trailer? I don't think we watch the trailer. Let's just get into it. Season 3 launch. Season 3 is here. So one of the big updates is, along with the launch of Season 3, we've got the ricocheted anti-cheat kernel level driver for Vanguard. I don't think this is applied to Warzone just yet. No, we are applied to Warzone. We've got a playlist update. Playlist update is the classified arms during the Operation Monarch update, so it's good to see. Got a lot of Caldera events going on, a lot of Caldera playlists, but the one we're more importantly interested in on this channel is the Rebirth Island, so they're keeping all the levels of Rebirth all the way through the next month, so that's great to see. Love to see that. We've got a brand new Battle Pass, as ever. Season 3 Battle Pass for Vanguard and Warzone brings a ton of new guns, handles monstrous fight ahead, so that's pretty sick. I didn't actually buy last month's Battle Pass, but might have to check it out this month. Operation Monarch. So Operation Monarch's a special limited time event featuring the iconic titans of the Monsterverse. Godzilla and King Kong will introduce new game mode into quads, inspired by several Warzone experiences to date. Operation Monarch will go live on the 11th of May, so we're not getting Warzone and King Kong just yet. Season 3 is obviously dropped, but this is what we got. It's kind of not mid-season, but let's say a week and a half, 2 weeks away. So that'd be pretty interesting to see how that plays out. I mean, I might even dip my toes into Caldera just to check it out. It's a pretty meaty update by the looks of it, so buckle your seatbelts. Modes, so new mode in Caldera Iron Trials. So this is the Iron Trials experience that we saw on Rebirth Island and in Verdansk. We're getting there's a bit of a recap. So no free loadout drops, TAC rovers, ATVs and squad transports only. Buy stations prices are increased, cash retained on deaths increased. Essentially everything's a bit harder to find. The health has not been raised. Obviously we've now got that high health TTK through all the modes anyway, apart from Rebirth Island. Sniper equipment, so this is one of the big interesting changes that we've got. Sniper rifles shots only down, sniper rifle one shots are only down to maximum of 90 meters. So that's going to be a pretty significant change in the gunplay. Stun grenades, stun duration decreases, medical syringe regeneration rate is decreased, so pretty much a nerf to stuns and syringes. So I mean, I say that's a dub, to be honest with you. They're kind of overpowered items. Gulag, no excessive or exclusive Gulag loadouts, no akimbo, no shotgun, auto shotguns or semi-auto shotguns. Limited tactical equipment, so you probably won't get stims and things like that in there. You probably just get grenades, frags probably. Player redeployment with remaining equipment, so that's good to see. Don't really care about plunder, so I'm going to skip over that. Rebirth Resurgence updates, so players no longer spawn with the handgun Charlie. I'm assuming this is the Damati as a starting weapon, so I kind of liked it. It's controversial, but I did kind of like the Damati starting rounds. So RIP to the Damati on Rebirth. That's probably going to make things a little bit more consistent. So yeah, check that out. new Gulag. So completely new Gulag experience for Season 3. Its roughly symmetrical arena is based in the belly of the ship that's moored off the coast of Caldera with our identical hallways around the perimeter. Hopefully they've nerfed those footsteps still going forward in the Gulag, because that was a bit of a nightmare. So we've got some new locations. I mean, dig site's been expanded. We have a load of remains. This is obviously to tie in with the King Kong and Godzilla events. There's big Godzilla and big monkey kind of skeletons there, so keeping that theme going. Blah blah blah. New skybox, so things are a lot murkier. Things are looking a little bit more dingy. The storm is approaching. Again, I assume that is going to be tied in with the King Kong event. Updated locations, so Peak has been updated, as we can see, load of new POIs. Again, I'm not too interested in this, as I don't really play Caldera, but maybe this will force me to dip my toes in. 8 people in there, great to see. Primarily doing this for the VOD, but do drop your questions in the chat and I will get to them. Trying out something new, usually post patch notes videos, but today we're going to try the short stream. Runways, been updated, POIs, Lagoon, Sandbar, blah blah blah. Private matches. So they've added Rebirth Resurgence solos, which is pretty sick. I wonder what the starting numbers for that is for Resurgence, so that'd be cool. Might have to try and get some together in the community, so subscribe if you want to play one of those. New support for Rebirth Island features, comms towers, blah 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 blah. So they're all in private matches now. XP token accessibility. Oh, so sick. This is a massive accessibility dub. So a lot of you probably are pretty annoyed with having to leave the game or leave your play next screen to get into a new weapon token or XP token. You can now do that from the pre-game lobby, so that's pretty cool. New features. So sabotage contract. Players will now be given a vehicle target somewhere on the map. Destruction of the target will be rewarded with an armoured truck via a plane. That's pretty nuts. The armoured truck can easily become someone else's, so that's not locked to your team. That's just an armoured truck. So be careful when completing those, because you could give the enemy an armoured truck there. High value loot zones in season. So these zones are represented by the tac map, dollar signs, basically just showing you where all the big boy loot is. So that's pretty cool. Again, probably won't play much of that, but for all those of you that care. General adjustments. Gas mask will no longer interrupt falling players, thus allowing them to still be able to pull their parachutes, preserve their life. Yeah, many a times have I been knocked while parachuting into gas and it taking me out. So that's not fun. Won't play animation when ADS affected. Yeah, so I thought this was coming in the last season, but I think this is just from Nebula V rounds, so they can be quite disruptive during gameplay. Seems like there is still a focus on quality of life updates to the gas mask, so watch this space. Most wanted contracts. I'm going to skip over that. Bounty contracts, speed increase, attack map refresh. Basically, the position on the attack map is going to be updated more frequently, so you can see where people are actually running to. Deployable buy stations. When a player pings a deployable buy station, and now be deducted audio. Boring. Redeploy, positioning improvements. So this is when you come back from the Gulag in Caldera and you get spawned on the complete other side of the map. Now you won't. So hopefully we'll get a better squad proximity to your teammates. Caldera adjustments. Okay, so there's now loot spawning perks. So all these perks can now be found in legendary loot items. Notes, only one of each perk can be used at any time. Loot perks are pinged. I'll wait to see the bugs. I'll wait to see the bugs, right, where you get fucking stack 30 of the same perk or something. That's going to be a nightmare. All perks are unequipped and not dropped on death. That's cool. Rebirth Island adjustment, spawn protection improvements. So remove the damage reduction scaling system that was based on the ground distance. System is disabled if a player is near the ground or near an opponent. That's pretty sick. So you're still going to get protection from being beamed from across the map, but if you are close, you don't get that unfair advantage where someone's coming at you and they basically can kill you, but you can't kill them because they've got their fucking spawn protection. So that's good to see. No longer reduce the gas circle damage either, so that's cool. Weapon trading stations, reduce the specialist token drop rate. I mean, that was pretty low anyway, but it looks like that has been nerfed. We've all enjoyed this engagement, blah blah blah. So later in the season, one of the big things that they said was coming in this season is the footstep audio improvements. We all know in Warzone the footstep audio is pretty shoddy and pretty confusing, so look forward to seeing that change. And slide camera lock improvement. So we've all been turned on. We've all had someone slide underneath our knees and break our camera and not be able to shoot them. So hopefully they've improved some aim assist and some camera lock when people are sliding. So that's pretty cool. Buy stations no longer require confirmation when making a purchase. That's pretty dangerous, but that's I'd say that's a pretty big change. No one's really talking about. I mean, you're going to get people buying a lot of crap, but as long as they fix that loadout bug, then we're in the money. We're in the money. I like that. I like that. That's underrated. Underrated. Follow me on Twitter for the most underrated update, because I'll be posting these there. Okay, bug fixes. Wow. We're not even into the weapon updates yet. Fix issues with pings. Fix. Okay, I'm going to skip through these as quickly as possible. Gasoline being picked out. Guys. Nothing too groundbreaking there. Just having a skim read. Stopping people clipping. That's the most important ones. There is the Trello board of known issues. I occasionally do reviews of these, so make sure you subscribe and we'll check those out periodically. Now we're on to the weapons. We're on to the big stuff. What we got? Weapons, new weapons. So this is basically the Vanguard AK. This is the Vanguard AK, and we've got a marksman rifle here. So it'd be interesting to see how this plays out. It's a semi-automatic with a combination of power and fire rate, lethal at any range in the capable hands of a marksman. So yeah, and then that's the new kind of AK style weapon. Unlock challenge missions. Okay, so that's what you need to do if you want to unlock either of those. And then here we come to the big boy weapon adjustments. So assault rifle Alpha Vanguard. I don't remember which one that is, but we've got a pretty substantial nerf there. Big changes to the Gorenko rounds. Damage range penalty removed and bullet velocity penalty removed. So I'd say the Gorenko are a little bit more viable here. Big changes to some barrels. Assault rifle Bravo. British rounds capacity has been upped from 32 to 36. I'm just going to pick out the interesting ones, the important ones. The Vargo's been buffed a little bit on this barrel. This barrel's also been slightly buffed, improving the recoil. Liberator, is that improving? Horizontal recoil control decreased, right? So it's confusing language, but it's actually been nerfed slightly because they're downing the control. So to check that out. XM4 damage has been slightly nerfed, so all you Rebuff Island players, this is 26 to 27, doesn't sound like a lot, but it could be that vital TTK. Handguns, so Handgun Charlie I believe is Damati, right? So that's had a slight nerf to it also. LMGs had some touches, not going to go into those. This is kind of the big one, this is the big theme. So the adoption of 150 health in Battle Royales reduces in a huge boom to the sniper category. While other weapons require additional 2 shots, snipers remain as they previously did. The long-standing 1-shot rule unfortunately diluted the sniper class. Blah 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 blah. Basically, they're saying they're going to slightly nerf the snipers by removing the 1-shot capability, but that is within the sort of max damage range of the weapon. So the following weapons will be 1 shot to the head, only within their max damage range. So that's the car, the Modern Warfare car, the SPR, the Pellington, the Swiss, Car 98 Vanguard, and Type 99. The following weapons will be 1 shot to head at any range, so basically we're looking at an HDR meta. Don't know what that one is. We've got the 3-line and the ZRG, the most disgusting looking gun in Warzone. The anti-tank rifle, that big boy, is also 1 shot. The following weapons do not have a 1 shot penalty to the head, potential to the head, sorry. And that's the Rytec with its disgusting explosive rounds, and a couple of Black Ops and Modern Warfare rifles. I don't want to waste too much time going over these. They're just ups and downs. I mean, I'm sure we'll see some detailed reviews on these coming soon. But I think a takeaway will be the SPR and the HDR will both be pretty substantially good. The Tundra can 1 shot to the head within its max damage range. I think the Tundra will probably be up there in the meta of snipers. The 3-line as well, also keeping a Vanguard sniper in the fold. So it'll be interesting to see. SMG range, so the ones I'm the most interested in. The Arma Guerrero. I had some changes. The Owen gun, here we go. Neck multiplier has been decreased, so hopefully the Owen is a little bit less meta than it is currently. The Hawkinson fire rate is down a little bit, so we'll see how that plays out. I was expecting some more SMG tweaks there, but we haven't, so that's good to see. Marksman rifle has also had its limb multiplier down from, increased, sorry, to 8 from 7. Attachments, so this will affect all weapons that have this attachment available. So subsonic, the bullet velocity penalty has been removed. This will make subsonic rounds a lot more viable on Rebirth Island. I say without the bullet velocity penalty, a lot of people will be swapping out lengthened for subsonic. That will keep you off the map, and it will also keep that bullet velocity relatively high. So interesting. Damage range penalty is also removed from the Mercury silencer, so it could be also a contender for the recoil booster. So you could actually on Rebirth keep lengthened, go for the MX silencer, and keep off the radar, increase damage range, or you can go for the Mercury silencer and keep that standard damage range. Decreases sprint to fire time by 2%, so that's a bit of a killer. So maybe you stick with the Mercury silencer. Operator, we've got a load of new cosmetics, a load of new bundles. This big dog over here thinks he's the man. But Mateo Hernandez is in the building. You can check him out in the store. Make sure you use a creator code. I obviously don't have one, but you can use code WEST, you can use code Benny, you can use code fucking all sorts. So support the creators, they're out there doing their bit. Download sizes, I'm sure you've already seen it by now, but they're pretty hefty. This is to reduce the size of space. They've put a load more in so they can get rid of a load more. Basically, it makes sense. And that's pretty much it. That wraps up the patch notes for today. We've got a couple of things in chat. The gas mask change will also not affect your ADS when using nebula rounds. Yeah, I think that's huge, especially on Rebirth where everyone's busting out those nebula rounds. It was very annoying getting screwed over by that. Also, how does the Rytec not one shot? It's a beast. Yeah, I know. I think it would be abused if it was one shot, so pretty important that they don't do that. Yeah, that's about it. If you enjoyed the stream format of the patch notes, I'll keep doing them. It saves on editing, and I don't really do much editing on it anyway. It's just uploading. It's extra hassle and process. Also, you can ask questions in the chat. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, spread the word, help me out, and I'll be streaming on the channel pretty soon. Check out new season 3. So